Jay, how old are you?
17 now.
You're 17 now, so your birthday was when?
2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a baseball player.
Baseball player?
Yeah, I am. I love the game.
You're a senior?
Basically, I'm a senior at Taft, yeah. Played baseball 4 years. This is my 4th year.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm on the Illinois Indians now, the travel team.
Right.
Travel baseball, state-to-state travel. And that's all I want to do is just play ball.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
And so you're at Taft High School in Chicago. Tell me a little bit about your season.
We had actually a really good season. You know, beginning of the season we weren't that good. We had some doubts, and then started playing over at Wrigley. You know, we didn't get to Wrigley Field until city championships. You know, Final Four. During the season it was kind of bumpy, but the last couple weeks, you know, they all sprouted up. You know, I came in for the team. I was batting. I was a starter. I was batting 6th, and then at the end of the year I was batting cleanup. I was leading the team to Wrigley and U.S. Cellular, and we lost to U.S. Cellular. We got slaughtered, but you know, stuff happens.
Yeah. So you were the North Side champions. I mean, what was the exact?
Well, no, we didn't. When they ranked us in the city, we came. I think it was either 6th or 8th.
Okay.
We didn't do that good when they were ranking us. That was the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then when the playoffs came, we worked all the way back up from 8th place. We got all the way back up to
okay. So you entered the championship series as an 8th place,
yeah.
8th seed.
8th seed.
So
yeah,
then you made it
16.
So then you made it all the way to the
Second.
to the second
The championship game. Yeah.
the championship game. And that was who were some of the teams you played in that series? I mean, there were some pretty damn good teams.
Well, the first game that was before ours, that was Lane Tech and Whitney Young.
Yeah.
Whitney Young came back in the last inning, so Whitney Young went to the championship game. We played Vaughn. We had a walk-off win in the 10th or 11th inning or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was 2-1. We walked off, and then we went to U.S. Cellular and we got slaughtered in like 5 innings.
Yeah, but you got all the way up to the championship game. But I remember the semifinal game was at Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Right. And you won that game. What was the score in that game?
2-1.
2-1. That's right. It was a real close game.
Real close game, yeah.
And I remember, I tell you, I remember a couple of balls that you hit in that game. All right. And I think you know, for a 16-year-old, I mean, I've seen a lot of high school baseball games, but the one, and I was sitting right in back of the dugout there, and that first one you hit, that landed in the
right off the ivy.
Yeah, right off the ivy there. I thought that ball was gone.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
my heart was racing when I was running down
that
line.
You know, it was high and deep, all right. And then I remember the second one you hit was a little bit towards left center.
Yeah, it was in the gap. It would have like one hop the ball.
Yeah.
And you made a nice play out in left field. So.
Yeah, I mean they were really hit. And so then you went to Cellular Field. Well, that game was on a Friday afternoon, as I recall. And then Monday you played at the Sox Park.
Was it Monday?
Yeah, it was a Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I remember you hitting a deep one there too, as I recall.
That was to the left center gap.
Left center
one
gap.
One hop, the Walgreens sign, I think it was, on the left center, one hop.
Yeah, well, you
got a lot of that. Then a line drive up the middle.
A lot of power there. So you lift weights, right? Yeah. So tell me, how much can you press?
Well, junior year, beginning of junior year, I put up 300 on the bench.
Really?
But now I'm cutting down on that because I'm going to start working out legs and abs more for baseball. But I could probably max about 240, 250 right now.
Okay, and in terms of I mean, the positions that you play are what?
Third base and pitcher, and I could play both corners, and then I could play a pitcher.
Yeah, I've seen you play third base. I haven't seen you pitch. What kind of pitches do you have?
Fastball, splitter, and a curveball.
Yeah, okay.
It's more of like a slurve.
Did you catch too at one time?
I can catch, but it kind of bothers my legs.
Yeah,
I get kind of sore after a little while, you know. I can catch too.
And in terms of the outfield?
The Indians actually want to put me in the outfield
right?
for a couple games.
So they tried you out there. I mean, you had to go through two tryouts, right?
Yeah.
And they put you out in the outfield. And
yeah, they put us at third base, and everybody in the same position. Everybody at third, everybody at outfield, you know.
Yeah. That's good. Now, in terms of colleges, what do you have anything in mind? I mean, do you have any idea what programs you might want to get involved in, or any academic desires?
Well, obviously baseball.
Yeah, baseball. You want to play baseball?
Yeah, obviously that. I'm looking. If baseball wasn't to work out, though, I would want to go somewhere to like major in like math or something.
Math.
Like that. I'm really good at math too. So.
Okay.
But But yeah, but I was thinking about staying kind of local for the first year, somewhere in Illinois. Try to get my name out there and then see where I can go from there. Because I think if I was to get, into 2 years into the college baseball, if I was to try to get drafted, there's like 49 rounds of the draft or something for MLB.
Yeah.
So if I was to, work hard and try to get drafted or something, it would really work out for me.
Yeah, good. And so this is your senior year.
Yeah.
And I know you got some fall baseball to get involved in with the Indians and perhaps somewhere else. And obviously there's baseball at school, perhaps practices, as you had said. And next spring, get out there and see what happens, right?
Yeah.
So what are the prospects for next year for your team? I mean, how many seniors are coming back? Or how many juniors are coming back as seniors?
See, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 juniors that are going to be seniors that are coming back.
Really? Okay.
A lot of sophomores are coming back into the junior spot,
and
they're going to be starting on varsity.
Yeah, okay.
The one catcher from Taft, and he played at Wrigley and US Cellular, the starting catcher, he got, I don't know if it was a scholarship, but he's playing for the Dominican. He's
Really?
playing in Dominican, yeah. So he's been working, he's in a D1 college right now.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah, so I think he really got looked at from Wrigley and US Cellular.
Really?
Yeah, he really got looked at. Nick Babbage, so he really got looked at a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what my goal is. And then the one kid that was pitching, he plays for the Norwood Blues.
Oh, okay.
The one kid that pitched for US Cellular.
And your coach's name is what?
Pildus, Richard Pildus.
Richard Pildus?
Yeah.
All right. And Taft is northwest side of the city at Bryn Mawr and whatever.
Bryn Mawr, Nagel, Bryn Mawr, it's all in one of it, somewhere around there.
Okay. What would you like to say to any prospective college coaches?
I want to play ball.
You want to play ball?
That's it. Just want to play ball.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the one thing I did notice about you is you play with passion.
Yeah. I love the game more than anything.
I didn't think. I mean, from what I saw of the games that I've seen you in, you took it as a pretty serious matter.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think you had a lot of, but you did have a lot of fun at Wrigley Field, though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh shit, you had a lot.
course.
And the team had its. How many guys got mohawk haircuts?
All the starters, pretty much. All the starters. At least all the starters, yeah.
No, I could tell you had, as the video would show, you had a pretty good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great experience.
I mean, who the hell gets to play at Wrigley Field? I mean, really. And then the following Monday gets to play at Sox Park, US Cellular.
Yeah.
So, hey, but anyway, maybe your Uncle Mike and myself, we can share in part of that bonus money.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right.
I got no problem with that.
Like I said, as we talked before, in terms of a program that you might want to get involved in, you said math is one.
Math, and then
Have you thought? I mean, so you've thought about, for example, education, and what I mean by that is perhaps pursuing a teaching position, at a high school. After you come out of that.
Oh, yeah. Like a math teacher and a baseball coach. Or
Math teacher and a baseball coach, and I guess knowing a little bit about what the demands on your time are going to be in baseball, and it can be pretty significant.
Yeah.
So you got to get involved in the program that's going to give you I don't want to say the leisure, but the flexibility to play both baseball and academics.
Yeah.
And that'd be real good. I mean, I personally, for some reason, I see him as a baseball coach.
Me too.
Yeah,
I got it.
And again, I think that all flows from he plays baseball with a passion.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the number one thing I wanted to be was a gym teacher, but I wanted to make money too.
Yeah, well, but nowadays,
If you can do them both, though, if you can combine them and make a living.
well, but nowadays, I mean, teachers, they're not, they're getting well paid.
Yeah.
You go to some of these schools,
Some are getting well paid.
Well, you're right, and I completely agree with you. That's kind of what I'd see them doing that for sure.
Yeah. And besides that, then you get the summer off, right?
Yep. Yeah, I used to do that.
All right, JJ, let me ask you a couple other questions, specifically about family history. I mean, I know you come from a family full of athletes, but tell me a little bit about I know your dad, your uncle. Tell me a little bit about your family.
Well, my dad could have got drafted out of high school, like my uncle. I'm saying. I know he told me a little bit about that. He didn't tell me a lot of history. I know he led the school in a lot of hitting attributes. I know that. I know he caught. What else did he play?
He was still, he still has records at Lane. He was a pure hitter at Lane Tech, Chicago Public School, just like you.
Yeah. So, you know,
But back when he could have gone pro and he was getting looked at, it made more sense to go to work. He had a good job with the city.
and
It was actually more money.
Yeah, he was getting like 4,000 or 5,000 more a year, right? Something like that.
Well, at least back in the day. But he was definitely a pure hitter.
Yeah.
So when I was, he's 12 years older than me, and I remember a lot of stories when I pitched to him. I was telling you as I was getting older, and he would just crush everything I threw at him. And I had a nice arm back then, a few different good pitches, but probably the purest hitter I've ever seen. Head coach at Lane Tech at the time said the same thing.
And Mike, what about yourself? I know you played football.
Played football for Lane Tech, where my brother played baseball. Got recruited by quite a few schools, didn't have the greatest of grades. The school that wound up taking me was Western Kentucky, got a full scholarship to Western Kentucky. So got the grades up enough to get the full ride. And then I left there after freshman year. I wasn't real crazy about the program, and I wound up at Northern Iowa with another full scholarship, and ended up my football days there.
Did you sit out a year after a freshman year? Is that
Well, what I had to do is I had to go to a junior college.
Okay.
I went to a school called Northeastern in Chicago as well. Played there a year, and then because of a triple transfer rule, what I had to do was get the AA degree from a junior college to go to NCAA Division I again. So that's what I did. I went back and I played at Harper Junior College, got the Associate of Arts degree, and then got recruited out of there from Northern Iowa.
And so you were a Division I football
Division
player.
I,
And you did pick up that full ride going back to Northern Iowa?
Full scholarship
You did?
going back to Northern Iowa. Yeah.
And
Thank goodness.
And what was your degree in?
My degree was in adult education, training and development, and like we were talking about earlier, actually I did want to be a teacher, but coming from our family, we never made a whole lot of money, and I wanted to at least, try to make some money and move ahead.
Good. That's good.